Have you seen the lineup of movies for 2017? Going to be a good year for movie lovers.
Far Side movie reviews.
Okay, so I just need to say this before we get to my top 5 most anticipated movies of the year. 2017 has so many different titles. How am I going to get to them all? How am I going to see them all? Listen, you guys, this is a movie lover's dream. I'm serious. So before we get to my top 5, I just want to share some movies that are coming out in 2017. Hard to believe that all of these movies are actually hitting the big screen in the same year. It's like a movie lover's heaven. Listen. So we've got Blade Runner 2049 coming out in 2017, but we're not done. We have The Shack that's coming out in 2017. We have Patriots Day. We have Hidden Figures. If you are a fan of horror movies, which I'm not, there is Insidious 4 coming out in 2017. There is Saw Legacy coming out in 2017. Wait, I'm not done. I got them right here. You see my eyes going back and forth? I'm looking at them. There's Ghost in the Shell that's coming out in 2017. There is a return of Xander Cage in Triple X for all of those who wanted to see Vin Diesel back in the franchise. He is back. There is World War Z 2. There is Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets. This is crazy. All these movies coming out in the same year. There's Cars 3, there's Wonder Woman, there's a live adaptation of Beauty and the Beast, there's War of the Planet of the Apes, there's a Lego movie for Batman, there is John Wick 2 coming out in 2017. This is nuts, you guys. There's Kingsman, The Golden Circle, there is, well, this might be unfortunate. Transformers The Last Knight's coming out. What else do we have? There is Kong Skull Island coming out. There's Logan coming out. There's Star Wars 8 coming out. Aliens Covenant is coming out. Spiderman Homecoming. Thor Ragnarok. Justice League. Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Are you kidding me? This is crazy. Boy. Alright, so now you know some things to look forward to. Let's talk about my most anticipated movies of 2017. It's hard, you guys, because a lot of these titles that are not on my list of my top 5 could have easily been on there. Let's get into it. Listen, you guys, so the first one I want to talk about is Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets. Nobody's talking about this, and I cannot wait to see this movie. I remember when I first saw the trailer for this. Matter of fact, you can see a link above. That's my trailer reaction for it. I was like, man, this is probably one of the most stunning things I've seen. I mean, visually, this thing packs a punch. This thing is directed by Luc Besson, who also directed The Fifth Element. So if you like The Fifth Element, the chances are, at least cinematically, that you're going to like Valerian as well. The story seems very powerful, and to say that this thing looks and feels epic is an understatement. I cannot wait to see this movie. So definitely, this is a movie that I'm looking forward to in 2017, and I think that a lot of people will enjoy this film. The source material for this movie, a little bit of movie fact or history or whatever you want to call it, actually has lent itself to a lot of iconic movies that we have seen on the big screen as well, Star Wars being one of them. So I'm really excited to see what Besson does with this. It looks like the feel and the scope of this is just going to be humongous and something really interesting to look at visually. It looks like it's going to be an experience. That's what I want to say. This movie looks like a movie that will be an experience, so I cannot wait to sit down in front of the big screen and check this movie out. So Valerian is my first movie that I'm really looking forward to seeing in 2017. So next, Farsiders, I'm really looking forward to The Shack in 2017. This is based off of a book written by William P. Young, and it is a very powerful story in written form. I mean, very powerful. As a matter of fact, the book was so successful that it wasn't long after that many people were talking about this book actually being made into a film. So finally, we actually have that happening coming in March. So here's the thing about The Shack. What's exciting to me is, number one, that they are attempting to make this adaptation. And I really want to see if they're going to be able to pull the power from the story and adapt it well to the big screen. Because if they can, this movie will be very, very powerful, and it will tackle some very interesting questions about faith, about consequence, and about circumstance as we deal with hardships here as just human beings in the world. So I think the story is important because it does address a lot of different things. It will definitely cause you to think, and if they can adapt this film correctly, then this is going to be a very good movie. It does have some star power in it as well, so I'm really looking forward to checking out The Shack in 2017, and I think that that's something that you guys will be interested in as well, so that's another one that you want to put on your list. Now, let's talk about number 3. All right, Farsiders, so I'm also looking forward to Split in 2017. This is a movie that is written and directed by M. Night Shyamalan, who is still one of my favorite directors. You guys probably know him best for Signs and The Sixth Sense. Now, he's had some movies after that that have not been met with a lot of acclaim, or that a lot of people have not enjoyed, but I still think he is very creative and imaginative, and Split looks really good. So it tells the story of a guy that has 24 multiple personalities inside of him. He kidnaps 3 young women, and they cycle through these personalities as they're trying to find a way to escape, but they've not met the 24th personality, which promises to be menacing and more than they can bargain for. So this story is pretty interesting, and Shyamalan does have a knack for telling stories that are not very predictable, and I feel like Split is going to do a good job of capitalizing on his ability to do that, as long as the movie doesn't become so confusing or so convoluted that fans get frustrated, because that's what's happened with him with some of his other films. But Split is a movie that I definitely don't want you to overlook. I don't want you to hear the name Shyamalan and think, oh, I'll pass, because I think that's going to be a mistake. I think Split is going to be a very good film in 2017. And I'm not sure if I said it or not. I think the movie does come out on January 20th, so this is one that you guys definitely want to check out. So guys, for number 4, I'm really looking forward to Spider-Man Homecoming. I love the trailer for this movie. I love the feel and the tone of it. It's giving us kind of the old school Peter Parker when he's still in high school, and I love the interaction between he and Stark in this movie. And I'm not quite sure the extent of the role that Tony Stark is going to play in this film, but actually, again, if you can see the link above, you can see my trailer reaction to it. It does look like Iron Man is going to be in this movie a bit more than what I thought was going to be the case, which is, again, a perfect combination and a perfect way to introduce Spidey into the MCU. So I'm really excited about Spider-Man Homecoming. We've had a ton of Spider-Man movies. Some of them have been pretty good. Some of them have not been so good, but this one looks really exciting. And again, because it does link Spider-Man to the MCU, and in particular with the Avengers, again, getting us ready for the Infinity War. So guys, I'm really excited about this, and this is one that you definitely want to check out as well. All right, finally, Farsiders, I'm really looking forward to Wonder Woman this summer. I'm excited about this for a lot of different reasons. It's about time that we've got a really good female superhero movie with a female in the lead. I think that Gal Gadot is great as Wonder Woman. She caught some flack earlier on for not being the right body type, but in terms of embodying the character, I think she's awesome. I really hope that they keep her power level or her abilities to the extent of where it was in Superman v Batman, or maybe even scale it up some, because we certainly are going to need to see that in her own standalone movie, which looks like right now it's going to be an origins movie, but we need to see her ramped up. In some cases in the comic books, when we see Wonder Woman, she's like, boom, she's ramped up. So that's the Wonder Woman I hope we get for her own movie. I think that the success of Wonder Woman is also going to determine the success of Justice League, which we'll see later on in 2017. I want to say it's in November of 2017. So I'm really looking forward to this. I really hope that it's all that it seems like it will be. I hope we get the visceral action scenes. I hope the story is well told. Cinematically, it looks great. You guys can check out, again, the link is above, and you can see my trailer reaction for Wonder Woman. But I'm really looking forward to Wonder Woman as well. And that rounds off my top 5 most anticipated films for 2017. As I said to you guys, this list could have been times 5. Honestly, there are so many movies I'm looking forward to seeing in 2017. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get them all in. How am I going to see them all? Hey, you guys, so many great movies coming out in 2017. I'm really looking forward to getting into it with you. Thank you guys so much for supporting Far Side Movie Reviews, where we always keep it clean and we always keep it family friendly. Guys, click that button right there in the center and you can see more of what we're doing. And with that, I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.